How's it going, everybody? It's Warren, and this past weekend at ccxp, we heard Marvel Studios' president Kevin Feige talk about the future of the MCU, as well as show us some footage of the Eternals and Black Widow. And as it turns out, Phase 4 may not exactly be what you think it's going to be. It's going to have some major components to it that are going to affect not only just Phase 4 and Phase 5 of the MCU, but the entirety of the MCU moving forward. After ccxp, Kevin Feige sat down to do an interview and talked about the one thing that is going to change the MCU from here on out moving forward. And that one thing is the multiverse. That's right, Kevin Feige has officially confirmed the multiverse. Although we knew it was coming, after all, we are getting Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, it was never confirmed, and we were worried that this could be sort of a Spider-Man Far From Home type of thing where Mysterio talks about the multiverse, but it doesn't really exist. But luckily for us, Kevin Feige has specifically said the multiverse is the future of the MCU. Here's what he had to say at ccxp in his interview immediately following his Marvel panel. When we first started the MCU, it was all about Tony Stark. Introduced the world to Tony Stark and that Iron Man armor. Then we went on to teach people what Asgardians were and learn about super soldiers and then bring them together in Avengers. I've always loved space movies, and I've always loved big intergalactic tales, which is why we did Guardians and the audience came with us so we could do a movie like Endgame. I always wanted to do time travel, which we finally got to do in Endgame. The multiverse is the next step in the evolution of the MCU. And Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is going to crack it open in ways that will have repercussions for a Disney Plus series before it that's not WandaVision, and for movies after it in a big fun way. So, there you have it, straight from Kevin Feige himself. The multiverse is the future of the MCU. It's the key to the next step of evolution for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And according to him, it's going to happen before we get into Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Now, we already know that 3 Marvel projects are going to tie together. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, WandaVision, and Loki. Now, what's really interesting about what Kevin Feige said is that it's going to tie into series that take place before Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness that are not WandaVision. Now, it's already confirmed that WandaVision will deal with the multiverse, but that means there's a show or a movie before WandaVision that is going to introduce the multiverse as well. And if you narrow it down, there are really only 2 options, the Eternals and Shang-Chi. And between the two, it's more than likely going to be the Eternals. And this actually makes a lot of sense if we think about it, because Kevin Feige said that the multiverse is going to be the evolution of the MCU. Well, the Eternals are kind of about evolution. They are superhumans created by the celestial gods. In fact, they are almost gods themselves. They live for thousands and thousands and thousands of years, so more than likely they've come across the multiverse at some point in time. But the Eternals is going to be more of a overall connection of the multiverse to Phase 4 and Phase 5 of the MCU, whereas WandaVision, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and Loki are going to directly tie into one another. Right now, it's pretty much all but confirmed that the reality that Wanda and Vision are going to be living in the series is going to be in a different reality. In this reality, Vision is going to be alive, she's going to have kids, and perhaps even her brother, Quicksilver, is going to be alive as well. And Kevin Feige has already confirmed that WandaVision will directly connect to Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and Wanda is even going to be in the movie. And then, of course, in Doctor Strange, he's going to be dealing with the multiverse. That's what the movie is going to be all about, and he's probably going to have to deal with some alternate realities that were created in Avengers Endgame. And that's probably how the Loki series is going to connect to Doctor Strange as well. When Loki escaped with the Tesseract, he created his own timeline and his own different alternate reality. And Doctor Strange could perhaps be trying to catch Loki and close this alternate reality. So they're all going to connect together, but the biggest thing about the multiverse coming to the MCU is now we can have things like multiple Spider-Man, multiple versions of Doctor Strange. We could even see different versions of Iron Man, of Captain America, of Thor. They could all return, not truly playing themselves, but playing the alternate reality versions of the character. But by far, the biggest thing that this seems to be leading to is Battleworld. This will most likely be the next Avengers Endgame level type of event. We probably won't see it for another 9 to 10 years, but the Battleworld event is all of the multiverses colliding. So now that Kevin Feige has confirmed that the multiverse is the future of the MCU, we could probably expect it all to lead up to Avengers Secret Wars Battleworld. And not to mention, with Spider-Man, this could also be the way to bring Venom into the MCU and to bring Spider-Man into the Venomverse. So a lot of exciting things come with the announcement of the multiverse. So there you have it. The future of the MCU is the multiverse, coming from the president of Marvel Studios himself, Kevin Feige. Be sure to let me know how excited you are about this news in the comments down below, and also don't forget to subscribe with the notifications turned on and leave a like on this video so you can enter my giveaway for a chance to win an Xbox One or a PS4. Don't forget to use code COSMIC at gfuel.com for 30% off until December 25th. And as always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.